Russian forces move a BM-21 Grad rocket system into a firing zone to target Ukrainian troops. Once the vehicle reaches its launch position, the crew immediately begins preparations. They load 12 122mm rockets and set up the firing controls. At the same time, a Russian reconnaissance team sends a drone deep into Ukrainian-held territory to verify the target. The operators scan the area from above, collecting coordinates and confirming enemy movement. Once the drone team identifies the position, those coordinates are relayed to the rocket unit. As soon as the data is locked in, the Grad launches a full salvo and completes the fire mission. With the strike finished, the vehicle starts pulling back from the area. While Russian troops are retreating, Ukrainian forces deploy a Mavic drone to search for the Grad's firing spot. The operator sweeps the terrain, and after only a few minutes, the system is located. Russian troops had used this position before, which made it easier to identify from the air. The crew attempts to conceal the launcher among nearby trees, but they've already been spotted. Ukrainian Artillery Command receives the coordinates and moves a Himars unit into striking distance. Once the firing solution is confirmed, a missile is launched. The impact is direct, and the Grad is destroyed. The rocket load ignites, setting off secondary blasts and sending debris in multiple directions. All that remains is a burning wreck. In another sector, a Russian Buk air defense system is active in open terrain. A Ukrainian drone flies over the area on a long-range reconnaissance mission and is detected by a Russian radar station. The radar unit transmits the drone's position.
Возможно, БПЛА противника.
Passing only a few meters from the drone, close enough to shake it but not destroy it. Almost immediately, Ukrainian forces pass the air defense location to Himars operators. A strike is ordered. The first missile damages the system, but doesn't eliminate it. A second rocket is launched to finish the job. The follow-up hit triggers the ammunition inside, causing a massive detonation that wipes out the launcher completely. Elsewhere, Russian troops deploy another BM-21 Grad to hit Ukrainian infantry positions. The crew loads ammunition and prepares a full rocket strike. Ukrainian forces respond by launching a long-range reconnaissance drone to track the firing units. The drone penetrates Russian-controlled territory and begins scanning for launch sites. After roughly 15 minutes, the Smerch launcher is spotted. The crew tried to hide it in dense tree cover, but the drone identifies it anyway. Himars units are already on the move toward firing positions. Once coordinates are input, a missile is launched. The first impact sets off the rockets inside and destroys the vehicle. Nearby drone operators who were coordinating the Russian fire are also located. Their position is fed to Himars, and another strike follows. The blast levels the structure they were using. Another Russian artillery piece, a 152mm howitzer, continues firing on Ukrainian troops operating in open terrain. Delivers round after round, slowing down Ukrainian movement and forcing them to take cover. Once the mission is completed, the Russian crew attempts to conceal the howitzer and withdraw. Ukrainian intelligence teams deploy a drone to locate the artillery's hiding spot. The drone flies into Russian territory and identifies the target, even though it's camouflaged. Himars receives instructions to move into firing range. The launcher reaches the location and waits for a strike confirmation. When the green light is given, the crew fires. The missile lands directly on target, setting the howitzer ablaze. In another engagement, a Russian 2S-7 Pion artillery unit completes a bombardment on Ukrainian city and begins to withdraw. Ukrainian troops rush to the front line and prepare a long-range surveillance drone to track the weapon's retreat. Once the drone is launched and frequencies are calibrated, it pushes several miles into enemy territory. After hours of searching, the 2S-7's position is identified. Coordinates are immediately passed to Himars, which fires without delay. The missile lands on the Russian artillery piece, triggering ammunition stored nearby. What remains is reduced to burning metal scraps. Another BM-21 Grad crew moves in to fire on Ukrainian positions. As soon as the salvo is complete, the vehicle begins withdrawing. Ukrainian reconnaissance teams deploy a drone and begin scanning for the launcher. Within minutes, the Grad is spotted trying to use tree cover. The crew abandons the area. A nearby Himars crew loads 6 missiles and advances straight to the firing point. Once set, the system opens fire and destroys the Grad. The ammunition reconnaissance mission, Ukrainian drone operators identify a massive ammunition stockpile near the area. These are 152mm rockets intended for Russian Grad systems. The location is passed to Himars. Without wasting time, the crew fires. The strike hits precisely and a chain reaction begins. Flames spread through the depot, igniting the stored ammunition and destroying the entire site.
The Security Service of Ukraine released exclusive footage from a special operation known as Web, showing devastating results against Russian strategic aviation. According to the SBU, 41 Russian military aircraft were hit, with a significant portion destroyed beyond repair, and others damaged so severely they will take years to rebuild. The operation showcased advanced FPV drone strikes on 4 major enemy airfields: Olenia, Ivanovo, Dyagilevo, and Belaya. The mission used cutting-edge UAV technology that combined autonomous AI algorithms with manual operator control. In some cases, when the drones lost signal, they switched to fully AI-guided missions along pre-planned routes, automatically triggering their warheads upon reaching designated targets. The estimated value of the equipment destroyed exceeds $7 billion, highlighting the scale and precision of the operation. Just days later, on October 9th, Ukrainian forces repelled a massive assault in the Ocheretins direction, targeting the positions held by the 1st Corps of the Azov National Guard. The enemy deployed 35 heavy armored vehicles, including tanks and armored personnel carriers, in a coordinated attack. Ukrainian defenders responded decisively, destroying 1 armored tractor, 3 tanks, and 16 armored personnel carriers, while also eliminating 41 motorcycles and 2 light vehicles. Casualty reports confirmed 107 enemy personnel killed and 51 wounded in a single day. The Russian objective was to seize the settlement of Shakovo, and they advanced in multiple ways, starting with motorcyclist groups, followed by armored columns carrying infantry. Each wave was met with disciplined and precise defensive fire, halting their advance. In another part of the front, Ukrainian defenders in the Pokrovsky direction of Donetsk successfully eliminated 13 Russian motorcycle assault troops in what were effectively suicidal attacks.